Hello guys and welcome back to the farm. So you join me here again in the yard. Always sort of start here as it's the easiest place to start, I guess. So a couple of new things. I have ordered some gravel to be delivered tomorrow. So I need to mow a bit of this just to make it, I can keep a bit around the wall, just to make it a bit sort of tidier, because you don't really want to be parking stuff and then it'd be all overgrown when you try and attach it and whatever, and then the grass starts growing around things and the grass ends up growing through the gravel. So if I mow it, then it's better than just crushing the grass. I also don't know what to do with this space here, because I have a bunch of grass, but I'm not sure what to do. And obviously, as you can see, I don't really have much of a sort of lawn to mow. That would just be this area. But I mean, this area doesn't really get used that much, because we're sort of always here on the benches and that. So yeah, as you might have seen, we do have a new piece of kit. That was a roller. Been after one for a while, so we will park that, or move it out of the way. It will live there. Need to put that in the shed. Need to be a slow tanker so I can mow. I'm going to leave where these two are, because don't mind them there. Also in the shed, we have something that isn't ours, it's the contractors. They're obviously just keeping it here till they do the silage. They needed someone to sort of have the space to store it, because they have the space but it's not in a shed, and obviously I have spare space, and it's also just a reminder for them to do silage for me. So basically they have that harvester and a newer harvester. They say they've been saying it for the past couple of months, so they might be selling this, but I don't know. But basically, this is the harvester they're going to use for my field, as it's a bit smaller than what they usually do. They usually do multiple fields, whereas this one they're just doing one. So they've saved one of their fields, very kindly saved one of their fields, just for me. Hence why they're using the small harvester, and it's also just a reminder, so if they do end up forgetting, I can mention, don't forget to do silage for me. I am after potentially a cane. Obviously I want it in decent condition, and well, I need to find one. I'm not in a rush for one, because obviously, you know, I've got contractors, but within next year I'd like to at least have a trailer or a trail forager, or both, because I don't need a big trailer like a Red Rock or a Brian or something, and a trail forager would be easier than having a harvester. So we will jump in the 7810, because we haven't been in this in a while, and we will go attached to the tanker. Now I don't want to hit the harvester, as it's been cleaned and they got it resprayed and everything. Was it a couple of years ago? It was after lockdown, so we don't want to scratch anything there, and if they scratch something, that's their problem. I don't have to worry about that. So it doesn't really matter where. We could probably just keep on the 7810, and we'll just spin around here. As you can see, grass is still growing pretty well. Doing third cut on this again. I may end up using a bit of this here, obviously going around the rock that I'm currently on. But yeah, so this will be the sort of extended field, I guess, sort of up to the Red Rock if we need. I reckon up to the shed we'd probably get another bale in that bit there, so Yeah, now the roller, luckily it isn't too heavy, so it should be able to pull it, because I had a roller in the past and it was a cement roller, and it was making the tractors go about 6 miles an hour. This one's obviously a bit faster, a bit lighter, but that was like made of proper concrete. This is just metal, so yeah, it was just concrete with a bit of rebar around it really, and it was rusty as well, so got myself a brand new one. It's a Fleming, doesn't have stickers, but still a rolling, still works. So we're just going to abandon this here for now, and we will get on the lawnmower. Now I could just let the grass rot, because I don't really need it, but yeah, we'll have to make that decision. Bearing in mind, this lawnmower is healthy, it just doesn't sound it when it starts up. So, pretty quick, considering it's quite old. I don't know what year, but I know it's old. That's about it. It's got to be going about 10 miles an hour probably, so not too bad. Also, if you're wondering, give a little talk, it's quite low down. She's a 110. There's a little exhaust there, hence why it's so loud. It's coming out that little hole there. But no, it does the job, so no complaining there. Probably tidy up this bit by the wall. I don't know, might leave it. Get rid of this bit though. I'll probably leave the bit over there near the wall, as that'll be fine really. It's not gonna matter too much. Now, one thing I know about the grass on this land, when a lawnmower gets at it, it's quite thick. So yeah, I'm just trying to make the farm look a bit sort of tidier. Like, I don't mind it being messy, but just to make it a bit more presentable for at least the next couple of years, and then let it get messy for a couple of years, and then put some gravel over it and whatever. I should probably just, instead of driving over it, I should probably do it normally, instead of driving all over the place. But obviously, like, I don't get many sort of big jobs because a lot of the lawns around here aren't that big. So obviously we're on the outskirts of the local village, so there's like a bakery, which is also the farm shop, but if you want like post office and like a proper supermarket, you'd have to go into town, which is down the road there. But obviously with the dealership being here, it's the only dealership with, well, sort of for this village. There's not one in the village, it's sort of in the outskirts, which makes sense really. Obviously you've got a petrol station as well, got a couple of takeaways, got Chippy, got Italian, petrol station, stuff like that, everything you need really. But yeah, I don't really, with the bakery having a small shop in there anyway, you know, if I had to go for sort of like a massive sort of food shop, like if I was going away for like 2 weeks or so, then I would obviously go into town to the Tesco, but obviously the bakery has a small shop, that's enough, and sometimes I nip in there if I need to, or if I'm passing by, but mainly I don't really need to. So also realised I could have used a flail, but there you go. I think I'm going to let it rot, because if I try and get it with the bucket, it's just going to scrape the bucket, and gotta be honest, I haven't had the best experiences with buckets on a slope. I don't fancy listening to the screeching of the bucket. So this is where I could do with a forage wagon. Or a mini digger, potentially, to sort of push it up into a pile. I just want to use the quad over here a bit, because it's not really needed, and when it is used, it's used for the sheep, so I may as well live over here. We'll just park next trampoline. So there's that. So also I'm going to move the car, because you can sort of see it from the road, and I don't want people getting any ideas. So as we don't have a proper driveway, just park it here, and there we go. That trailer doesn't really get used much unless the lawnmower's on a job. But yeah, comment down below what I should do with this, because I really don't know. I might just leave it, to be fair, and maybe use it for bale storage if needed. But I don't. It's not like I need space, because I've got these sheds here, which most of the bays are kind of skinny, but like you could put pallets or something in there. You could put bales or bags, fert bags in there or something. And also you've got these two here, and then that one. So it's like lots of space. Obviously we're now going to have this. So we'll try and have a lineup of implements and stuff. We will actually, you know what, we'll leave that there. These will be sold hopefully soon as well. So I'll just sort of detach the 8340 a sec. So I'm going to end it here as it's getting a bit long. So hopefully soon we'll be getting a bit more sort of action in the yard, stuff like that. For now, just put it there. Just put the roll there and I can move it tomorrow. But yeah, sorry the vlogs aren't that interesting. Hopefully, obviously, when we have harvest, stuff like that, obviously we'll be doing straw bales because we need bedding for cows. Sheep will stay out all year. Luckily I picked a hardy breed, so they'll be sound. I could actually, no, I leave the flail on the 8340, it's not really going to matter. So yeah, hopefully the vlogs will get a bit more interesting. Not that interesting currently. But yeah, that's it for this one. Bye for now.